Disappearance along Highway 47. Where is Tara Calico? Who was in the Polaroids? Born on the 28th of February 1969 in New Mexico, Tara Calico lived in Belen, New Mexico. Born to parents Patty Dole and David Calico, she also had 5 siblings. As a child, Tara's parents had both separated and remarried. Patty Dole remarried to John Dole and David Calico and remarried to a woman named Bernice Calico. Tara lived with her mother Patty and stepfather, John Dole, in Belen, New Mexico. Tara was described as organized, outgoing and independent. Even as a child she was known to most people for her vivacious energy and being highly athletic. Growing up, Tara was known for being adventurous and for her love of the outdoors, and was known to always being on bike rides and hikes. Fascinated with psychology, Tara had enrolled at the University of New Mexico to study psychology, and was a sophomore at the University of New Mexico at the time of her disappearance. At the time of her disappearance, she had been dating her school classmate Jack Cole, with their relationship being a happy and relaxed one. Around 9:30 a.m., on the 20th of September 1988, Tara Calico left her home on Brugg Street in Belen, New Mexico to go on a bike ride. This day she was riding her mother's neon pink Huffy mountain bike with yellow control cables and sidewalls as her own bike was damaged. Tara was also taking her Walkman cassette and headphones with her on her bike ride, too. And before leaving her house, Tara had asked her mother Patty to collect her in her mother's car if she wasn't home by noon because she was supposed to be meeting her boyfriend, Jack, to play tennis. Then later on she had a class to be in at 3:30 p.m. that day. Tara was last seen on Highway 47 in Valencia County around 11:45 a.m., the usual route that she took as part of her daily bike ride. As Patty waited and with no sign of Tara, she went out to collect Tara as they both had planned earlier. As Patty reached train tracks on Tara's bike route and saw no sign of Tara by then, she became increasingly concerned. After calling local hospitals and determining that Tara had not been admitted to any of them, she gathered friends and family to help search for Tara. After searching and still finding not locating Tara, the police were called. Police searched until the night, when they paused the search and agreed to continue their search the next morning. Heavy rain fell during that night which could have potentially washed away or destroyed any crucial evidence. Once the search resumed the next day, police observed a set of bike tire tracks, as if a bike had veered off the road around 100 yards from the highway. Witnesses began to come forward, with one witness saying that they had seen Tara northbound on the highway around 11:30 a.m. and that she was only 2 miles away from her home. Another witness came forward to say that they had seen a 1953 Ford pickup truck, in a dirty white or light gray color with a white homemade shell, that had been driving closely behind Tara, and the witness noted that Tara had seemed oblivious to the truck following her as she had been wearing headphones. A third witness came forward to say that they had also driven past Tara and seen the white pickup truck and seen multiple people in that truck. After a thorough search of the area, police found a number of footprints on soft earth, and as they followed the footprints, police discovered the tape from Tara's Walkman and pieces of broken plastic that may have been from her Walkman. Police also noted a number of empty beer cans. The rest of her Walkman was found at the John F. Kennedy Campground, located 19 miles away from the highway. The campground is at the base of the Manzano Mountains, a remote area with not a lot of people. Over time, and with no new leads, the case grew cold. Until June 15, 1989, just over a year after Tara had disappeared, a Polaroid was found in Port St. Joe, Florida, over 1,700 miles away. The Polaroid was discovered by a woman in an empty parking space at a convenience store. It depicted a young boy and a young woman both bound with black tape over their mouths. Witnesses came forward to say they had noticed a white Toyota van that had been parked there for a while before the Polaroid was discovered. The photo was passed on to the FBI. Patty, Tara's mom, went to look at the Polaroid and said she believes it could be Tara in the picture, because of a scar on the woman's leg being in the same place as a scar on Tara's leg from being in a car accident. Another thing to note is that a book seen in the Polaroid named My Sweet Audrina by V.C. Andrews was one of Tara's favorite books. Although the Polaroid has been examined by multiple agencies, no one has been able to definitively state that the woman in the Polaroid is Tara, and in August of 1989, the FBI announced that it was undecided if the woman was Tara. In 1998, Tara Calico's death was declared a homicide by a judge, who then classed her as legally dead. By 2008, a sheriff at Valencia County stated he had received information regarding Tara's disappearance, that two teenagers had accidentally hit Tara with a truck, which had resulted in her death. It has been suggested that the boys knew Tara, were driving behind her and had hit and killed her, then proceeded to cover up her death. Around October 2013, a task force was tasked with investigating her disappearance, and as of September 2021, the Valencia County Sheriff's Office and the New Mexico State Police released a statement that a warrant had been issued for a private residence after they had made a new lead in her case. There have been a number of theories in Tara's case. One theory pertains to a local man named Lawrence Romero Jr. His father had been one of the sheriffs involved with the investigation into Tara Calico's disappearance. A number of witnesses stated that they thought the man that had been driving behind Tara looked a lot like Lawrence Romero Jr. Another witness also said that as she was looking through a newspaper, she came across the obituaries announcements, where there was a picture of Lawrence Romero Jr. and she recognized him as being the same person who had been following Tara that day. One person stated that he had been friends with Lawrence Romero Jr., Scott Cunningham and Charlie Hooton, and on one occasion he walked in on the three men discussing what to do with Tara's body. In 2013, a deathbed confession came from Henry Brown, a man who was ill and knew he didn't have a lot of time left, so wanted to share something he had seen. He stated that a time after Tara's disappearance, he had been in Lawrence Romero Jr.'s basement and had observed the body of a young woman, wrapped in blue tarp. Lawrence along with two other men claimed that the body belonged to Tara Calico, and they went on to explain that they, along with one other man, were driving their truck and noticed Tara riding her bike, and as they tried to get her attention, they accidentally hit her with the truck and so decided to abduct her, and had taken her to a grave pit and assaulted her. After they were finished, Tara had threatened to tell the police what they did to her, so Lawrence Romero Jr. stabbed her to death while she was held down by the other men. It was also alleged that all the boys' parents had helped them cover up their crime. Henry Brown said he believed her body had been put in a pond near to one of their houses and that her bike was discarded at a junkyard. Another man later said that one of the men had confessed to him too. Lawrence Romero Jr. committed suicide in 1991, and to this day, Tara's body has not been found. As of October 2019, the FBI is offering a $20,000 reward for information that can lead to solving this case. Patty Dole, the mother of Tara, passed away in 2006. On the night of the 2nd of November 2002, the father of Tara, David Calico, was leaving a bar in Albuquerque when he was attacked by two men, and as he was held down they stole his wallet, 2 rings and his tablets. After the assault, he managed to walk home to his wife Bernice and explained that he was having chest pains but did not want to call for an ambulance as they were still paying off their last hospital bill. When Bernice woke up in the morning, she found David unresponsive in their bed, and after phoning for help, he was declared dead at the age of 64. A 32-year-old man was later arrested on suspicion of using David's debit card 3 times on the day David had died. His death is not believed to be linked in any way to his daughter's disappearance. Tara Calico was last seen alive on the 20th of September 1988 on Highway 47, Valencia County. She had been riding a neon-pink Huffy mountain bike with yellow control cables and sidewalls. She had been wearing a white t-shirt that had First National Bank of Belen written on it, and was also wearing white shorts with green stripes, white ankle socks and white and turquoise Avia tennis shoes. She also had a Walkman and headphones with her. She had brown hair, hazel eyes, stood at 5'5" to 5'7" and weighed 115 to 120 pounds at the time of her disappearance. Tara was 19 when she disappeared and would be 54 if still alive today. Anyone with any information regarding Tara Calico's disappearance should contact their local FBI office.